sharing this channel. It's very important for us to know that your support is there, and then we get these random trolls on the channel, and everyone is really understanding about the energetics of that. You feel the disconnect, you feel the love, and then you feel the disconnect, and that's something that Mom has trained us to really discern, is like, at an energetic frequency, is this being resonating and matching yours or not?
Mm-hmm.
And that is the beauty of it, is that you have a responsibility to maintain that frequency at the same vibrational level as love, unconditional love, unbridled compassion, divine forgiveness. These are the traits that are gonna serve you in these moments when all it looks like it's just turning to shit. Like everything is just getting worse and worse and worse. Is that even possible?
That's a cute picture.
So it's all about like seeing the bigger picture of the show and knowing that all of this is not for you. This is for the deep sleepers, and your role is to really be feeling into the unity of 5D. Where are you lacking an experience to actually understand how to deal with others who aren't as conscious of you without getting so caught up that you get frustrated or angry or just isolate yourself? That's what the ego wants you to do, is isolate. Are we live?
Mm-hmm.
Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm talking to Telegram and Buddha's just pushed a button, so we're not ignoring you.
2 minutes ago.
Like Dylan's just said, it might be that they changed their algorithms again, and that we've said something that the algorithm has picked up and just cut it. It's pretty sad, but anyway, we were watching Mary's footage of the star doing its beautiful thing. So thank you for coming back if you've just joined us again.
Yeah, it's becoming more commonplace. It looks like the last 24 hours, they've just been knocking off our stream. But, it happens. We keep pushing. We don't stop. That's how Mom taught us, and that's how we'll keep doing it, because we're so close now. I feel like because so much disclosure is coming forward, we start talking about these plasma ships and things. They don't want the collective to know. We're reaching that mass breaking point where, it's just going to flip so quickly, and there's nothing they can do to stop what's coming. The storm is already here, and we're all a part of it. So, when you see something like this in your face, our live streams are getting pulled off, that should motivate you. Okay, and that's why we say, like, you have to go live yourself. Of course, they can stop one stream, but if every single one of you goes live, it's a lot harder to stop, and there's a lot more momentum behind that. Because it's not just about us, it's not just about the team or anyone who's doing lives currently, it's about the newbies, the new people who are now transforming and are going live. Those are the ones that are like helping us reach this critical mass. Because you have something very valuable to share. And this is just, you can see it plain in your face that they're doing whatever they can to shut this down. So this, again, needs to motivate you, for you to do your part, for you to go live on your channel, for you to create a space for that so that you can begin this process for others to wake up. It doesn't stop here. It doesn't stop with you. You're then going to help others wake up so that then they wake up to help others wake up, and it trickles out and it keeps going. So we're grateful. We're honored to fight this good fight with you. And it's just the beginning, guys. Like it may feel like it's the end for 3D, which it is. But this, again, allows the beginning to start. 5D frequencies, heaven on earth. Abundance for all. I know I'm ready.
Yeah, you need to... I chose the title, Awaken Your Dragon. It's like, come on. We've been fighting this war for over 27,000 years. We're at that point. Mom was there in 2012. She fully embodied Prime Source Creator. And it took her a moment. It took her a moment to see the visions, to re-heart of herself who she truly was. She paved the way. She always spoke with her angels. Now you're speaking with your angels. There's sometimes doubt that creeps in. Are they really my angels? Is that my voice? Like, it takes practice. It takes practice because then you see the consequence of your actions. You see the confirmations. You see the blessings. Then you see the lessons. It's all a journey, and unless you are fully in that journey, you're not going to experience these amazing, blissful, ecstatic moments because you're still in your mind, and the mind has no room for new experiences, for new sensations. Have that curiosity. Do something different this weekend. It's not even the weekend yet, but do something different today. Turn right instead of left. You never know. And that's just what she's saying, is like there's many, many surprises, and the biggest surprise is you. You are the star seed. You are going to get upgrades. You're already getting the upgrades, but you are going to get more upgrades. Often we hear this ringing in our ears, and it's obviously our range of frequency. What we used to hear was less. Now we are expanding all our different senses. Our inner senses are activating as our 5 senses are heightening. So of course you're going to hear more of a high pitch. But some days that pitch is so high, it kind of knocks you off your game because it's like really distracting. If you go into a quiet space, all of a sudden you hear this massive ringing, and sometimes it's in the right, sometimes it's on the left. And those are different downloads. Left, I feel, is angel downloads, and then the right is your higher self, divine connection to mom. These are real sensations. It's not something we're making up. There's enough beings on this planet alive today that experience similar symptoms, similar experiences, synchronicities. And that's what we need to be embodying more of. Being one with one another. Sharing your story is part of that. If you're not sharing, you're not going to note the synchronicities. Because guess what? If you shared something on Facebook at 9:09 and someone else shared it at 11:11, you already have it documented that you experienced it first. It's interesting because yesterday I was in the RV with Buddha, and the RV had a flat tire, so we kind of had to wait in this one spot. And I was busy doing things on my phone, and the angels were like really, really clear about the call-outs from the morning, about embodying the divine feminine, and about being in the present moment. So I'm on my phone, and Buddha hands me this bag of chips. So usually I just kind of say thank you and just like multitask. Angel's like, no, that has come into your field of awareness. Stop what you're doing, thinking that you have a deadline for something more important than the present moment. So I took some chips out of the bag and I started eating it without looking at my phone. So I was writing things on my notebook, and then the angels were like, he's going to test you again. So I wrote on top of the page, I said, offering again. I said, offering again. And so I'm waiting there. I'm not waiting, but I'm just testing. So I'm back on my phone, and the bag of chips comes across my way again. So I take the second bag of chips and I eat it. That was me surrendering to the present moment rather than brushing an experience off because I'm so busy in front of my phone. You miss the messages that the angels want you to learn about what it is to embody higher self. Higher self is not about your plans, about your deadlines. It's about being in the present moment.
Yeah, your higher self doesn't have to act busy all the time. It is about the present, and grateful for those awarenesses because, you know, the higher of it all is, yes, Jerry has great ideas. She's always moving energy. She wants to do this. She wants to accomplish this. She'll be the first to raise her hand for just about anything. But then that consumes you. Then you've overstepped your boundaries because now you spread yourself too thin. And you can't even sit and enjoy the meal because you've committed to X, Y, Z, and you want to get this done before you get the next one done. You got to do that, and you got to do that. Next thing you know, you haven't eaten. You're more ungrounded because you haven't put anything in your body, right? And it just becomes this like whirlwind of like busyness. And we're all so sensitive now. Like, I feel like it's just like a shot in the heart. Like, I feel this sharp pain come in. I'm like, oh, what are you doing? Like, stop. Like, just slow down. Like, where are you going? Like, enjoy the chips. Like, the iced coffee's delicious. Like, what are you...
Yeah, I spilled the iced coffee everywhere. That was how thick and fast the angels wanted me to learn this lesson because it keeps repeating itself and it has to dissolve.
Now, let me tell you, it gets hot in the RV, right? So we go get gas. I fill up my big old cup full of ice, and I had some coffee I brought back from the house. I'm like, this is going to be perfect. So I fill the whole cup up with iced coffee. I take a little sip. I'm like, here, Jerry, try some. And she's like, on her phone. Next thing you know, she like puts it down on a cup holder, which is way too small for this big old cup that I have. She knows it and just puts her foot up, like on the cup, on the side to just like hold it up. And I'm just like, okay, you know. And I just go about what I'm doing. Next thing you know, that entire cup of ice cold coffee is all over the place. And I was really pleasantly surprised how not triggered I was. I mean, I was, but like I could have like really taken it there because it was so hot and I was so like looking forward to that ice cold coffee.
But the thing was, the backstory of that was I saw that timeline. So as soon as I put the coffee down, having had just one little sip, it was still full to the brim. That timeline flashed before my eyes and it had spilled everywhere. So I'm like, okay, angels, I got it. Like, okay, I'm just going to be really present on my phone, holding this coffee up with my toes. And something happens. Buddha puts like this cloth over it so the flies don't get it. And I jerk my foot and it happens. This timeline was like in our face, in our real experience. And I just like, okay, I'm done. Like, what the fuck? I'm just getting you hit hard here with karma because I'm not listening. So then it was just amazing because as we drive off, I'm still on my phone because we have a deadline. It's real. And was like, you're missing out. Look outside. So I was about to fight him going, you don't know, we have a deadline. I just shut up. I put my phone down and all of these messages from like street signs, 17th Ave, like love, new love, like all of these beautiful, the big M, just really beautiful signs from Mom. And it's like, okay, Mom, thank you. Thank you, Buddha. And thank you for like, I just need to be transparent because that's bullshit. At this point, that is bullshit. If you're still listening to this and you're still a busybody, that's just dumb. Mm-hmm. So we all need to transform that masculine imbalance of the patriarch of needing to do something to survive out of fear.
It's just a complete imbalance. It takes you away from the present moment, which where all the gifts are. It's all the magic is right here, waiting right now in the present moment of now. But I'm thinking about tomorrow and what I should have done yesterday or what I didn't do. And so you can see how these thought loops just pull you out. I'm getting the pain in my chest again, just feeling into it.
Really? For real? Oh, yeah. Mike says, I bet Facebook hired some freak with purple hair upside